Hello, what's up? How are we doing? Welcome back to the Good Times Cast. I'm your host for the very first time. No, not for the very first time. For how many episodes last season? 14? 13. 14. For the 15th time, but for the first time of season 2, I am your host, Harry motherfreaking Bickings. I didn't curse. I don't curse. And now it's kind of making me think, all the people that are like, Harry, this podcast would be so much funner if you cursed, if you said bad words. I don't do that. I don't do that in front of you guys. I do that in my room alone or in the car when I'm alone. Because I don't like saying bad words in front of people. Well, okay. No, I'm not digging myself in a hole, okay? We're not digging anyone in a hole today. But, listen, okay, sometimes I have to let aggression and anger out with me and myself and I. So I'll say bad words in the car sometimes, okay? There's nothing wrong with that as long as nobody hears you. Come on. I would never say a curse word out loud. Never, 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 never. It's just not what I do. But it's something that I do is make podcast episodes for my friends and family. All my friends are family. I don't have friends, I have family. I don't know. This was such a weird start to season 2. What in the world is happening? I dug myself into a hole not even 2 minutes into the podcast episode. What is going on? That's a fun start. That's a heck of a good start. I bet you thought I was going to say a bad word, but I don't say bad words, remember? Aww. I bet you're real sad. Yeah, shut up. Get over it, okay? Honestly, all you guys did was complain. You were like, oh my goodness, 2 months off with no podcast? 2 months with no pod? Shut up. Stop complaining. I'm back, okay? Goodness gracious. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that deep. Shut up. You're a baby. I love you. I missed you all. How are you doing? I hope you're doing fantastic. I hope your summer has been wonderful. Okay? I for real was just playing around when I say I hate you all. Because I only hate some of you. There's a piece of hair on the microphone. If you heard that, I'm really sorry. I just had to get that. There's so much hair on this microphone. Can you hear this? I don't know if you can hear me taking the hair off. Why is there hair on the microphone? I'm sorry if you heard that. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get this piece of hair off. And it doesn't want to come off. Okay, I think I got the hair off. So 3 minutes in and I haven't even talked about anything. I've dug myself a hole and taken hair off hair off the microphone. You see, this is the one problem with uncut podcasts. I do stuff shut up. Shut up. I get it. I do that every time I mess up my wording or when someone tells me to make a weird noise, I go, because I don't know what else to do. I would make a weird noise that's in my head, but if I made that weird noise that was in my head, everyone would think they're like, what is wrong with this guy? I can't just go around going Actually, I do that sometimes, so never mind. I would make a weirder noise, but my family might hear me, because it's currently 2:30 in the morning. Now normally I'm used to staying up this late because of my new job. Oh, whoops. Spoiler alert for later in this pod, well, I guess right now, I quit Sheets. I got a new job. You remember when me and Sierra talked about getting a job at her place? Well, they finally called. I am a specimen processor now. I deal with blood, urine, and fecal samples from animals. Do a little scanny scan, little pour off with the serums. It's pretty fun. And I'm not too shabby at the job. It's pretty fun, honestly, I have a good time. I'm not saying it, but I do have a good time. I really do. I have a good time. I think I'm going to call this episode Harry Says a Bad Word. Just to clickbait everybody. Just for them to be like, wait, what? Wait, what? I don't believe my eyes. He said a bad... Shut up. Okay? Not everything's about you. This podcast is me. Harry, me, right? That was the main premise from the beginning, straight from the get-go. Is Harry. I feel like I'm stalling a little bit because I don't know what to talk about. Why is my phone freezing? I really hope you can still hear me. I hope you can still hear me because that was scary the way it froze. Well, I think my phone's a bit hot. Yeah, I still record on my phone because I'm still trying to hook up the other microphone. But man, oh man, has it been a fun summer. I decided I'm not going to record any of the lone podcast episodes early. I did all the guest ones. Well, okay. See, when I tell you I've already recorded so many guests, I've only recorded with 2, and it's the next 2 guests that are coming on. But I am going to be recording soon. I think Cameron is soon, and then I'll be doing Max Stone. He's coming on the podcast. Kaylee is coming back. Sierra's coming back. Well, she doesn't really have a choice. Good old Matt Ruska's coming back. All the ones that were in last season are coming back, so don't forget that. Don't worry about that. And then there's going to be like a trillion guests. Like next week is my wonderful, amazing friend Suzanne. She is wonderful, and you're just going to love her. But anyway, how has my summer been? What have I done this summer? Well, we left off in Harry the Party Animal, where I was talking about me being a party animal. I partied. I did, and I don't usually do that kind of stuff. You know, I think I mentioned, if I was smart enough, I think I mentioned that it's very out of my comfort zone to do parties. Because it is. If you know me, okay, I guess I have a very different presence on social media. You know, like, everyone always sees me as this, like, fun, outgoing guy. Okay, now I just sound full of myself. But, I mean, for real, you kind of see me as this, you know, like, energetic person. But if you know me in real life, you are probably incredibly disappointed. You're like, goodness, this guy is awful. He is boring. He doesn't do much. He kind of just sits there at his little computer desk for work and types in the little process codes. And then he hangs out with friends every now and then. I actually have been hanging out with friends a lot this summer, and I'm happy about that. You know, that's another thing I've done differently this summer. I feel like I've grown a lot this summer, which is nice. And that's another thing that I was talking about. You know, I think the last episode I was talking about how I'm like, oh, I'm too scared of parties. I'm not usually too good. But I was impressed with that party. I impressed myself is more what I should have said. And then, honestly, right after that, it kind of just went uphill. I've had a great summer. You know, I think I've hung out with friends at least once or twice every week. I've done really good. I've made a lot of new friends. Well, okay, I've been friends with these people, but I didn't really become friends with them until this summer, like good friends. And let me just say, I've been missing out because these people are wonderful people. And if you're listening to this, you know exactly who you are. You're amazing. I love you to the bottom of the earth. What? I think that makes sense. I love you to the bottom of the earth. If it doesn't, just know it was supposed to be nice. And I might have just screwed up a good moment. It's okay. And then I've hung out with all my other good friends, you know? Like Joey, Nick, Ruse, Isaiah. I went to the beach with Isaiah, Dennis, Max. It was crazy. We went to Virginia Beach. And I met my good friend Nia Max Baby. Adorable little man. Let's see. What else have I done? Oh, and Elias. I'm sorry, Elias. I didn't forget you. My brain blanks sometimes. I don't know what to do. No, honestly, it's crazy. That beach trip was fun. I don't really like being away from home for more than at least a day, though. So if I got a little cranky, it was just because I like to be home. Who doesn't like to be home? Well, okay. See, I'm saying that, but I don't think I've been home for a full day. Yesterday. I was home the whole day yesterday. How about that? I was going to say, I don't think I've been home a full day since May, I would think. Maybe June, sometime in June. I've been a busy man, and it's all me, you know? It's all on me. Like, I've kept myself busy, and I'm really happy about that because I like keeping myself busy. It's good like that. Sorry, I got a Snapchat and I clicked the button by accident. So, Sierra, if you're listening to this, you just disrupted my podcast episode. I want you to know I'm putting in my 2 weeks. I'm quitting. I'm no longer working with you. I'm done. I'm just playing around, okay? Goodness. You can already hear her now. Like, no, you're not quitting. Not until I quit first. Gotti. Because you're gonna quit and leave me there alone. What did I just do? Oh! I just connected my AirPods by accident. I bought AirPods. Another thing I've done this summer. Another thing about me is I bought AirPods this summer. I've come up with a lot of new, nice catchphrases. You know, it's what I do. And okay, let me just say, if you've seen Kaylee's post, just know she wasn't the one who came up with these inside jokes. It was me. I did our night. My night. I did It's What I Do. Because it is what I do. It's what I do. It's what we do, guys. Don't forget it. It's what we do. I came up with the New York thing. The Empire State of Mind, baby. Never been so beautiful. The Big Apple, baby. Like, come on. It's me. It's all me. Like I said, this episode is me. I'm done. I'm just playing around. I love you guys. You're freaking amazing. Can't stress that enough, how cool you are. But really, what I've been up to this summer, I'm out there. I'm doing it, okay? I'm going out in the world. I'm hanging out with friends finally. I'm doing stuff with my life, and I'm really happy about it. You know, I've hung out with friends a lot. My wonderful friends. Oh, why does my phone keep shutting off? My wonderful friends. I've got a new job. I quit Sheets. And I'm not really going to get into too much detail about me quitting Sheets because I talk about it in a future episode because it was recorded the week after I found out that I got a new job. It's funny. I was on my way home from Virginia Beach. I'm doing this right after I said I'm not talking about it. I was on my way home from Virginia Beach, and I get a call. And I'm like, holy crap. This is the place that I applied to. And they're like, hello, is this Harry Bickings? And I'm like, yeah, it's me. What's up? What's good, y'all? And they're like, position open. We want you to work for us. And I'm like, all right, I'll bite. I'll do it. You got me. I'm gonna apply. I mean, no, I'm not gonna apply. I'm gonna take the job. So I took the job, and now I'm a specimen processor with my good friend Sierra. We wear lab coats. We type stuff into the computer. We fight crime. We actually have saved the world about 3 or 4 times now. Now that I'm thinking about it, I think about 3 or 4 times. It's pretty weird, isn't it? Honestly. But, I've done so much this summer, and it's so weird. I just went to Busch Gardens today. If you don't know what that is, it's an amusement park that's not as good as Disney World, and it was burning hot all day. My dad passed out on a ride. It was hilarious. In a nice way, Dad, that was probably the funniest thing I've ever heard. I kept straight faces on the rides the whole time just because I'm like that. I didn't mean to burp. I apologize. It was an accident. Actually, you know what? No, it wasn't. I did it on purpose. So rude, Harry. Shut up, Harry. Just having conversations with myself. I think if there's one thing I hate about my new job, it's that I don't have time to do this anymore. Like, this is my night off. So I'm kind of just like... I'm just sitting... I'm on 2 hours of sleep, and I'm kind of forcing myself to stay up till at least 4 a.m. And I don't know how I'm doing it. I've been up since, 8 a.m. I fell asleep at 6 a.m. because I'm still on my work schedule. It's only overnights, and it's really annoying. That's, one of the only things I hate about it. And I never get to see my family anymore. But they'll figure it out. They're strong. They'll deal without me, I think. And I don't really get to hang out with my friends much more, which is sad. That they can't deal without me because they're lost without me. I'm kind of like the glue. I'm just playing around, okay? If you guys took that seriously, I'm never talking to you again. I'm probably blocking all your numbers. Done. Guess what happened yesterday? I have officially bought the rights to thegoodtimescast.com. I'm not sure if the website is up yet, but it should be up soon. It is going to be having everything you need to know about this podcast. It's going to have all the links to where you need to go. It's going to have some... Give me a second for that other little announcement. It's going to have all the social media. It's going to have where you can listen. It's going to have all the news. It's going to have some little skits that I'm working on. Yes, believe it or not, I'm actually working on skits again. I'm finally getting back into it. And I want you to know right now, a day in the life of Harry Bickings is still happening. I have just been incredibly busy. Like, I've been hanging out with friends, family. I have a new job that I'm trying to adjust to. But it is still happening. I still have so many ideas for you all that I hope you enjoy. If you don't enjoy, I'm probably going to die. I'm probably going to die. So you better like it. Like, I have this one. I'll tell you about this little idea that I have. It's called Last Man on Earth. It's basically this guy. He's the last guy on Earth. And it's kind of like an Office style the way it's filmed. It'll be fun. Trust me. I have big plans for this upcoming fall. And can I just say, now that I speak about fall, I am so excited for the fall. I love the weather. I hate when it's hot out, especially because there's no air conditioning in my room. I have the biggest room in the house, but I also have the hottest room in the house because there's no air conditioner. So there's air conditioners in every other room, but not mine. It basically is the temperature that it is outside. So it's about 85 in my room right now, which is lovely. I love when it's hot. No, I hate it, by the way. I'm playing around. I think I'm going to buy an air conditioner soon, or maybe I'll just hold out till next summer because it's about to get cold in my room, like dangerously cold, and I'm excited for that. Oh, I was just going to say, at least I have bad news, guys. I was just going to say that at least I have a heater in my fish tank. But unfortunately last week, Raisin passed away. I know I've talked about him on this podcast. I got him after my fish Bubba passed after like 2 years. Raisin unfortunately stopped eating about a week and a half ago. And unfortunately I come home from work, I think last Monday, and the poor guy is dead. So rest in peace, Raisin. It was really sad. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Raisin was such a cool fish, man. Every time I dropped the food into the tank, he'd like jump up and jump out and eat it. I'm like, what fish does that? He's so cool. I was really upset. And I don't usually get upset. I really don't. But there I was, upset. Okay, let me just tell you. Call me dramatic. This summer has been fantastic. I am the happiest I've ever been. But I've also been like the most like anxious. And I don't want to say depressed, but like sad. I've been sad a lot too, and I don't know why. I just have been sad a lot too. Sorry to make it serious, but I don't know. Who knows what's going on with me? I'm kind of been just a wreck all summer, but I've also been really happy also. I will say the good times have outweighed the bad times, that's for sure. And I've completely accepted the fact that I will always be the friend. And that's not a bad thing, Like, everyone's always like, oh, Harry, when are you gonna get a girlfriend? Honestly, I don't think it's gonna happen at this point. And you know what? I just gotta be okay with it, I have officially, just accepted the fact that Harry will always be the friend, and that's okay. I would rather have a million friends than be alone. That was bad luck. Wait. Who wouldn't? I would rather... I don't even know how to word what I'm trying to word. Like, I'm happy the way I am, and I have to learn to be. Because, of course, there's always that part in my mind where like, oh, that'd be nice. But it ain't gonna happen, Harry. You just gotta enjoy your life and be friends with people. And that's okay. This isn't me confessing my love to anyone, by the way. That was weird the way I worded it. I'm not confessing my love to anybody because there's nobody interested in me for me to love. Anyway, just had to get that off my chest because it's good to get stuff off my chest. Yeah, so in conclusion, I will be alone, but I have friends, and that's all that matters. I have friends and family. Not that I'm like forgetting my family. Your family will always be there. Your friends will always be there too. But like, I don't know how to word what I'm wording. Words are difficult. Life is difficult. Period, sis. Carry on. I don't freaking know. Have a good time. Close one, buddy. Anyway, back to my beautiful website. There's one special announcement. I am launching merchandise. Good Times Cast merchandise. And I didn't know if I was gonna, sell it to public people, but I bought it for myself, and there was really good feedback. I was surprised. I did not think that it was gonna go over so well. Apparently a lot of people want it. I ordered 10 of each shirt, and more than 10 people want the shirts, so I'm going to have to order more, which is really annoying. So if you want a shirt, no you don't. You're not going to be a fan of this within the next week, okay? Just chill out. Just wait till I fall off. Honestly. Everyone's been waiting on my fall off. I mean, I've been waiting on my fall off, to be honest. Like, I'm so famous at the point where I can't even go outside. It's so weird. That's how my summer's been. Like, I can't even go outside anymore. Like, what? Where was I even Oh, I might get a new fish today. I'm hanging out with my wonderful friends today. We're going to dinner and maybe PetSmart if we have time. Two of the people are going to be the next two guests. Suzanne and Alex. How about that? They're amazing people, and I'm really excited for you to meet them. And then there's... Actually, everyone who's coming today is going to be on the podcast in the near future. I need to record with two of them, and then I need to... Okay, you know what? Gretchen and Angelina, if you're listening to this is officially me calling you out. We need to record a podcast episode soon so I don't delay the podcast again. If you're not listening to this, then I'm going to try to remember to bring it up to you tomorrow. We need to record a podcast episode because we got lots to talk about in a little time, okay? Thank you. I also have to record with my dad and my mom and my other sisters. I'm going to try and figure out how to do Debbie podcast. There's going to be a few episodes with friends from New Jersey world, back where I used to live. I guess I'll set up like a Zoom call. I don't know how this whole thing's going to work. Because I'm not driving all the way to New Jersey, I'll tell you that much. But we're going to figure it out, okay? Okay, Michael. We're doing an episode. And it's going to happen. And we're going to do it. We're going to figure out how to do it. And maybe, if you want, we'll film something for your channel. That's me asking and begging, not me sounding like, if you want. No, this is me begging to be on your channel because your channel's freaking hilarious. If you haven't listened or watched my boy Michael, his channel is Micro M4, and he's hilarious. He puts a lot of work and time into his videos, and he's one of the funniest people I've ever watched. That didn't sound rude, right? One of the funniest people I've ever watched. You get the point. He's very funny, okay? That's all you need to know. Anyway, I feel like I should spin the wheel just so I don't dig myself in any other holes, just so I don't do anything stupid. I've had a great summer, but I've also had a bad summer. I've had a fantastic life. This is the last episode. I'm gonna die. No, I'm not. I'm just... let's just spin the wheel of doom. The wheel of doom. The wheel of fortune. What is this? Oh, I was on the wrong thing. I was on where do I eat thing. What are the choices? Who was I with when I did? Oh, I was with Alex when I did that. Okay. I've added so many more questions, so we're going to be good. The first question of the Good Times Cast Season 2 is... No, I don't have any friends to tell me with that with. One for the rest of your life, blind or deaf? It's actually a really difficult question that I'm thinking about it. What the heck? Okay, well, have you ever seen Daredevil, the blind superhero? He's pretty cool. He can still see with his mind. Think of all the attention I get. I'm just playing around. No. Honestly, I think I would go with... Because because I love hearing people's voices sometimes, but I also like looking at people. That sounded creepy. I just am a very observant person. I guess I don't need to hear their voices. I would rather be blind. What? Harry, I would rather be deaf, because I like seeing things, and I would lose my mind if I couldn't see things. So I would rather be deaf. Thank you very much. Because I would love to watch the world, and the world loves to watch me. So, let's do this special quote, and then we'll close out the first episode. Every day is a chance to be better. Even if you've had a bad day before, tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow's a clean slate. Also, I saw something the other day. Do you know how lucky we are to live on this planet? Like, there's not many... I don't even know how to word what I'm... There's not many habitable planets, man. We got lucky on this thing. This is... A lot of you don't realize, but this truly is paradise, man. Like, look at us. We're all killing it. Even if you don't think you're killing it, and I want you to know that. I'm proud of you. You right there, listening, I'm proud of you. You're killing it. I'm so happy to be back. If you made it to this point, I thank you. Next week, I have a wonderful, amazing guest, Miss Suzanne Jarvandi. She's amazing. I'm so excited for you to listen. Thank you all for joining me this week, and thank you all for returning with me this season. I look forward to every single episode, every single delayed episode, everything. Thank you all. I love you all. Bye-bye.